Welcome to another video, and in this video we have got a 100 plus kill game with the Selbstlader 1916 from the assault class on Solomon Islands Breakthrough. So of course I have now departed from doing the 100 plus games on Conquest every single time. I've started doing some live streams, which if you haven't tuned into, they are going to be on Fridays and Saturdays for 2 or 3 hours. I've not decided on a time yet, but most likely in the evenings when everyone's back home. But I had played some Breakthrough in some of the live streams in my time off in the last week, and we have here a obviously 100 plus on Solomon Islands on a Pacific map, which is something which is very rarely seen in my channel, because obviously the 100 games are not easy on Conquest on the Pacific maps. So stick around in this video. I'm going to talk about basically what I'm doing to get the 100 kills in this game, playing on Breakthrough. Obviously the weapon I'm using, the pros and cons of it, especially in relation to using it on this type of map, and you know, any other sort of detail which comes to my mind. And apologies if you can hear me speaking in the background. I'll try and edit it as best as I can, but obviously this is a live commentary going on, so perhaps I will jump in with short bits of audio and I will let the rest of it play. So let's get into it. So straight away at the start of the game, which I've just spoke over, to capture that first sector, I have pushed up all the way over to the right side. Once you get off the boat, obviously I'm attacking, I'm hugging that, you know, that cliff line. I'm pushing around to get a flank on all the enemies which are coming out over the cliff edge to shoot you as you get off the boats in the water. So you didn't see it at the start of this clip because there wasn't much at the start of this game, because there wasn't much to show there, but that's what I've done at the start. So now pushing into the second sector, I'm obviously going to be hugging the bridge, picking off enemies there on the left, and I'm going to be pushing, in this instance, over to the right, because there's a lot of foliage, a lot of greenery, a lot of bushes, which you need to use in these specific maps because there isn't much cover at all. And so that's essentially what I'm doing in these first 2 or 3 sectors, is sticking to the sides, using the foliage to my advantage, and picking off as many enemies as I can from these locations. If you try to attack through the middle and through the center of the map, you're just going to come head on to the entire enemy team and all their vehicles. At least sticking to the side, you get a chance to kill enemies without having to go into any gunfights, which is what you're seeing me do right now. Now, before I get any further into this game, I'll just mention obviously the gun which I've chosen to use, which is the Selbstlader 1916. This has always been my weapon of choice for Solomon Islands. It's the one gun I've got closest to getting 100 kills with in Conquest, even though Conquest only has 450 tickets or so. So it's basically impossible, but I did get 80 or maybe even a 90 kill game with this gun, and the reason why I go with it, it's got 26 rounds. It's good at medium to long range, and so, you know, you're going to see loads of enemies out in the open on this map, so it just allows you to constantly keep firing and being accurate at medium to long range, which is what you need. So you literally cannot go wrong when choosing this gun. And of course, if you do want to see the specializations I choose for this weapon or any other weapon, then check that out in the players section on my channel, where I've got specializations for each class out of the 4 classes in Battlefield 5. Now, pushing into the third sector, which is in the center of the map, also known as C Flag if you are playing on Conquest. It's pretty much an entire death trap. You've got all these sort of bamboo wooden huts, which basically are non-existent when the enemy's got all their explosives and tanks firing down on this position from the other side. So what you see me do here, before I cross the first part of river, and obviously get decimated trying to climb through the water, I am picking off as many enemies as I can from the wooden huts on this, you know, on my side, and then I am going to push again to the side, in this case to the left, to be able to pick off as many enemies by avoiding one-to-one gunfights on the right side, which of course I don't want to go into 1v1 gunfights with this gun, but this is a gun which, if I play the positioning correctly, which is what I'm good at, I can also use those 26 rounds effectively to take out as many enemies as possible. Moving on into the next clip, as we just capture that center point there, going on towards the next sector, I am still again pushing around to the left side, and you're going to see me stick around in the middle of the map here. I'm going to push past the enemy line towards their B flag, and I'm just going to try and hold that center part of the map and stop the enemies. One, pushing through the tunnel, which is in front of me here, and obviously two, cut them off coming from the right side of the map there. As you know, the river, which is in front of me, past that rock face there, you can swim across to the other side, and that's where the entire enemy team, or at least 5, 6, 7 of them in this game as snipers, were camping over there, staying there with their spawn beacons and their ZHs, all the like. And it was pretty hard to try and push around on that right side because, as you will have seen if you'd watched the stream, I'd got sniped multiple times. So that's why I've decided to stick to the left side. Obviously I'm not using a 3x scope because I don't like the 3x scope that much anymore on this weapon. So I haven't got the range to take out those snipers on the right side. Although you will see me go and get them on a boat once I get pissed off with them later on in this game. But that's what I'm doing here in this clip, is just pushing and holding in the middle now. So I've got an equal distance to the enemies pushing from going towards A flag from behind me, and obviously coming from B flag in front of me.
I don't know where.
So let's let this clip play out. I don't know if I'm going to be speaking much live commentary, but you can hear it for just 30 seconds. And smash like if you've watched so far, and I'll jump back in a second.
Ah, shit. Lucky shot. Behind me. Let the tank distract those guys. I'm dead anyway.
Right, jumping back in, you can see here I have decided to push on the right side here. I do manage to pick up a few kills before what I know is incoming is all the snipers on the right side there across the river picking me off. It is going to be someone with the dreaded and toxic ZH29. And so once this clip finishes here and I die, you will see me get on the boat. I'm going to push down the right side, jump off, going to kill one of them with a boat, pick off all the snipers, and then I'm going to push inland towards B flag and capture it. So let's let you guys watch that before we move on to the final sector.
Right, further right. There's 2 tanks in the water. Shit, I can't what's going on?
Only half our soldiers remain.
I should be able
And now, pushing into the final sector, you are going to see me here swap to using the RSC, or rather just going to the scout class because I can see loads of spawn beacons. I'm going to change my combat role so I can get a spawn on one of these beacons because we're on the final sector. We're literally a minute or two from overwhelming it and capturing it. All the enemies there you can see on the flag as I put the V1 down, and unfortunately I don't get any kills with it. And you'll see I'm on 94 kills and don't get any kills with a V1, and I was thinking, shit, I'm not going to get the 100 kill game at that point. But I changed to the RSC and obviously to the scout class so I can get a better spawn. We're going to pick off as many kills. I'm hugging the left side here, obviously using those principles of shielding. So, because obviously these maps are so open, you've got to try and stick to whatever cover you can, and that's the best part of cover, which I've got in the foliage and with the rock face there to my left. 94 kills, as you can see.
Nah.
No
Oh, there's
kills
a big
with the
gun on
V1, and now I'm panicking to try and get those final kills. You'll see at the end of this clip, I'm going to end up on 99 kills with a death as we're almost capturing the flag. But yeah, I'll let you guys watch out the final minute of this video. I hope you've enjoyed this breakthrough game. If you want to see the full game, then obviously check out my live streams. You can see it. I've got the thumbnail as the 100 plus with the Selbstlader 1916, so you can see the picture to identify which stream it's from. And I will see you guys in the next video.
That's it. That is it. I can't spawn. Give me that spawn. Quick.
I think the girls with their nails done now.